me feeling like I'm academics. Can't run.
A few other things. Okay, we'll do this topic. So, my boy 6ix9ine was actually sentenced to 3 months in prison for his probation violations after pleading guilty to drug possession. The judge actually called him a dumpster fire and also said that, listen, jail time was actually required, all right? They couldn't give him house arrest again. And they said though he avoided a harsher sentence, he's going to report on January 6, 2026 for 3 months in prison. If you guys don't know, he was actually accused of several violations, including, number one, having drugs. You know, he has explained this in subsequent interviews. He said, no, I never had drugs, but I was prescribed some pills, and then I couldn't get the refill of the pills, so I got the pills off the street, and apparently the pills was pressed with some other shit, and when he was tested after he took the pressed pills, the pills made him test for, I believe, meth or something of the sort, which is what they like spike pills with. He said, you know, obviously I shouldn't have done that, but that was the truth. I did have a prescription though, but I did take the pressed pills, right? Cool. Then they claim that they raided his house. They found some illicit substances. That one's up in the air because he's like, yo, that's not me. I know it's in my house, but there's a lot of people that come through here. That's not me. One of the other things and one of the last things was him beating up this guy who supposedly seen him in the mall and said to him, oh, you a fucking snitch. I'm going to kill you. And 6ix9ine called his friend who was in the car and said, yo, this guy's talking crazy to me. Yo, like, pull up on me real quick. They pull up. The guy who was talking shit to him is alone. 6ix9ine and his friend jumps the guy and beat him up very badly. And the guy who was calling him a snitch ends up calling the police to say, yo, I got beat up by a snitch. Riddle me that. I don't know. So all these things kind of like, you know, compounded, and he had to, you know, stand accountable for exactly what, you know, he got accused of with that. And rather than fight each and every one of them, he decided to kind of like take a plea, like, I'm gonna take accountability. And essentially the judge, who realized like we could go through a longer process, you know, probably looked at also his other progress where like he's been working with his PO. Trust me, I've seen his PO many times. 6ix9ine be like, oh, hey, I'm with AK, and I see his PO. His PO is pretty cool. Probably realized, okay, yeah, he did fuck up, but he didn't fuck up that bad. So they gave him, they could have gave him like years. They gave him 3 months in prison. Okay, so he's gonna have to serve 3 months. He's gonna have to report on January 6th, but hopefully he will, you know, go serve that time. And what is it? January, go to February, go to March, go to April. So he would get out in April. Yeah, he would get out in April from what I see. So that would be the thing that he would be serving. I see that TMZ had like some footage of him like getting out of jail. Let me see. Or not getting out of jail, getting out of court, and him commenting. Let's see. Can we find it? He was walking out. He said this.
Hey, Takashi, how do you feel today? ¿Sientes que fue justa la sentencia del juez?
Sí, 12 meses de supervisión.
Takashi, do you feel the judge was fair today?
No.
No. ¿Qué le puede decir? ¿Tú crees que fueron
Justo?
Sorry.
Yeah. And by the way, if you guys are wondering, remember I was supposed to bring him on the Breakfast Club. He was supposed to be on tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. He was supposed to be on yesterday, which, you know, I don't know when his flight landed. It just didn't work out. You know, now that I know that he didn't get taken into custody, he has until January 6th. I think we'll be able to figure out a date to get him on the Breakfast Club. So he's going to get on the Breakfast Club. But, yeah, he is going to prison for 3 months. And it's my guy. You know, I think he's been on a run. He's been doing his thing. But, you know, again, I think he was always aware that this stuff was going to kind of catch up to him and he had to be accountable. I think the judge has been pretty fair. The judge could have been like, I'm remanding you now. You're going to miss Christmas. and the judge is literally saying you could enjoy Christmas, but you have to turn yourself in right after Christmas. I think that's fair. I think he has to understand that's fair. And again, I know he was a cooperant. You know, they keep using that in court to say, hey, listen, judge, I know he hasn't been the model citizen since he's got locked up, but like he helped y'all out, get some convictions. And the judge is like, yeah, but like he keeps fucking up. And I know some of y'all believe that because he told like he could do whatever he wanted. That's not true. They don't like the fact that he's breaking the rules and doing things of the sort. And it's ultimately kind of turned to where they're giving him 3 months. Now here's the thing: I don't know after 3 months will he be off of parole, or are they gonna be like you're still on parole for a couple of years? Because that's the thing. As long as they got parole above his head, it's gonna be a problem, right? It said 3 months. Let me see a report of this. Yeah, we can't figure out when he's gonna. You know, the thing with probation or parole is like, you know, you get sentenced or you get locked up for a violation, but then you come back out and you're still under the same regimen. And it's not like, okay, you did your time in prison, so you're good. So that's the thing, man. That is the thing, right? We'll see. We'll see. I hit him up tomorrow. Chat, I'm sorry. I'm going to call it. It is 4:37 in the morning. I'm sorry. I'm going to call it quits for tonight. I apologize. I know we got to get a Mano. Mano, I'm not forgetting you, brother. I'm not forgetting you, okay? Chat, I look at it as fun. Like, of course, I'm going to get at them. But I look at it as fun. It's like, yeah, they're coming into my world. They want to get all the, the attention and clout. By the way, people love when people go back and forth. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get at them. All right. Chat. I love y'all. It is 4:30 in the morning, so I'm going to let y'all go. We did spend a significant time with Wayno, and I think, hopefully you guys have been at least somewhat entertained. Again, we're streaming for the rest of the year.